Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode on Gregtech New Horizons. I'm Tome 300 and as you can see behind me I've been quite busy recently with some foods. So it's funny how it disappears when you scroll around, isn't it? Oh, yeah, never noticed that. Yeah, so what I've been doing is gathering all the different vegetables, all the different foods. I was growing most of them anyway, but I just filled in the gaps with the ones I hadn't got. I've also cleared my entire farm all the way down. Now my plan is to grow vegetables in like a vegetable area, probably in alphabetical order so I can find them easily, and the same then with fruits. So I've been doing some research to find out exactly what fruits there are, what vegetables there are, and compiling a list. So wishful point, I thought I'll make another clipboard. That was quite handy before. As you can see, I've still got my old clipboard on the wall, which is very handy. So I made a new one. So I started with vegetables, went through all the ones I had, put them in order. I'll show you, put them in order, going across, starting at the top left. So artichoke, asparagus, bamboo shoot, beans, etc, etc, etc. So done that, and then I started coming across some. Well, online they list some on Pam's Harvest Craft, like cassava and chickpeas, but I can't find them in game anywhere. So I don't think they exist in New Horizons. I could be wrong, they're not in NEI and I've never come across them before. So, and then there's all of these as well that don't exist. You can see at the top I put plus potato, plus carrot. I actually forgot all about them. They're like the vanilla crops, and I thought, well, I am going to farm them, so I do want them on my list. So I will put them in there. I have added them in. I've got carrots up there, potatoes over there. I did forget them at first, but then I added them in after. Yep, so all of these were done. So yeah, I've gone through all the vegetables, then I've gone through all the fruits. I had to add candleberry on because I forgot that one as well. Yeah, so these are ones I can't find. See, elderberry did exist, but you can't grow it. So I think, let's have a look. So yeah, it looks like it exists through a tree. And the only way you can get it is from a tree, yeah. So I haven't got it on my list. It might have to go on because I've got a tree list as well. See, I made a list of others of all the stuff that didn't fall under fruit or vegetables. And then I made a list of tree crops. Now some of these obviously are fruits. Oh, what was we looking at? Elderberry. Yeah, see, I haven't got that on there. I don't know, I don't have to have every single one, but these are the ones that you can grow from Pam's Harvest Craft mainly, some of the vanilla ones as well. And they're all the ones I'm going for. So there will be one or two on there that they might semi-exist, but really they don't. Huckleberry was another as well. If we type in huckleberry, see, industrial craft, it's part of IC2, isn't it? So it's probably not relevant to me growing it on a farm or on a tree. So yeah, I've never eaten it. I don't know where I'm going to get it from. Well, obviously I'm going to have to grow it at some point. Yeah, crop breeding. So anything that's crop breeding won't be included anyway, that's what I'm getting to. So that's what I've been up to. I'm going to make a huge farm I've also, what have I done? I upgraded this to a gold chest. I thought that was very useful because now I can arrange my stuff in here a lot better. I can get some sort of stock system going where I've got iron rods, iron screws, iron plates, steel, rods, screws, plates, tin, same, bronze the same, gold, and yeah, red alloy on the end. And then I can do some more underneath and keep going as well if I want to. One thing you have to be careful for when you scroll up and down with these though is you don't do that. Now I think you can disable this, but I quite like the feature. But quite often I'll be crafting something and I'll quickly scroll down and oh, what's that doing in there? I'll be like, how did I do that? Then I realise. So I might disable it. I'm not sure how you disable it. I've looked through the options and couldn't find it, but I'm sure I've seen it before somewhere. Mouse wheel, mouse scroll disable or something. So I will look into that. I have been busy crafting stuff over here. So yeah, I'm trying to do that quest for the rubber sheets. So I'm nearly there, 49. I think it's 2 rubber bars per rubber sheet at the moment. I'm sure that conversion rate will change as well. So this is the quest for the hazmat suit. Yeah, there we go, just had press detect for some reason. So yeah, we get a full scuba set with rubber boots, scuba helmet, hazmat suit leggings and rubber boots. Okay, let's try it out. Not that pollution's a problem yet, but does this mean I can breathe underwater as well now? I'll just try that. Doesn't look like it. It's a scuba helmet though, that's what they call it. No, we take damage, so provides full hazmat protection. Yeah. So it will be useful for something, I'm sure. If I create too much pollution, or if there's an area I want to go in that's polluted or radioactive or something, I don't know. I haven't gone that far into the game to find out, so yeah, we'll save this suit for another time. We'll put the nether stuff back on with fire protection. Actually, I did pick up some other armours from somewhere. Soulbound. I think these were from the nether. So they can go in there as well. Doesn't really matter which chest. Now the only thing with my new location for the machines is wherever I am, I seem to be able to hear them. I have to sort of back right off to get any peace while they're running. I suppose as we progress we'll get quieter machines, I'm guessing. But yeah, I suppose because they're quite central in the base, it's gonna be the case. So downstairs, I completed all of the coke ovens. They've already made a full stack. Most of them I've emptied, and I ran out of inventory space, I seem to remember. So now's a good time to pick up the charcoal. We'll throw that in the compressor. These blast furnaces are constantly running now. So, the next quest will be... Oh, what are these actually? So it's just to repair them, is it? So I've got to make some sticky glue and some rubber sheets. Can I make glue yet? Yeah, it smells sweet. MB, and we need 4 buckets. That's quite a lot. So I might as well collect 21 rubber sheets. Yeah, so that's going to take a little while to do again. I do have some stuff I can throw in to start making the rubber now. Okay, so as we can't get on with that yet, okay, now motors, resistors, and what are these? Vacuum tubes. So all this kind of stuff I know I'm going to need a lot of. I want to set up a new work table, forestry one. So this one I've set up for making tree taps and all the components. This one is for making all the tools. So yeah, I think I need to make another one. I did make the bookcases for it, I did start this earlier. So work table. So I just need a chest and a crafting table. Oh, there you go, see I'm doing that scroll thing again. So a chest and a crafting table. I'll make a few extra. Okay. Okay. So I think I'll set this one up. I mean, I can move these around. Can you move these with the dolly as well without disturbing your recipes? Looks like it, doesn't it? Yeah, you can. So the dolly is very useful. I know you can move chests around with it. So it's literally, it's not just your fluid tanks you can move, it's everything, and it keeps its inventory, so that's really useful, rather than having to break it and everything goes flying everywhere and becomes a real mess, doesn't it? So yeah, I like that feature a lot with the dolly. So this one I want to use for things like motors, resistors, and as we go on I will arrange them in a better fashion. They're a bit limited with the amount of inventory they hold, that's the only downside. Yeah, LV one, isn't it? So we're going to need to make a couple of wires. So really I'm going to need a forestry table for wires as well, aren't I? Until I get a wire mill. What do I need for this pickaxe here? So I'm just moving the tool forge along. In fact, it might be good to have a break in them. I'm not sure if you can join chests onto these. Unless they only join on one side. No. Okay, so I think I'm going to need actually another forestry table as well, which means I'm going to need books. I think it's 3 books, about 6 planks. Planks are made from compressing wood pulp. Which looks like I'm going to need a lot more of. Now, obviously you can do this in the macerator, but you can also use a mortar. Just because it's quicker. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to disable the mouse wheel. Yeah, so I'm going to do a few quests and then I'm going to go back to the farming again. I'm probably going to have to clear out more land. Because at the moment it's literally just one big line all the way down. So yeah, I think if I clear these trees at the back, possibly move these buildings here. I suppose I don't have to. I could just lose the first 4 farm areas. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll leave those there. And then it creates a little space here for something. And that can all be farmland. I'll have to replant the trees a bit further away. Yeah, another reason I'm doing this is in preparation for the kitchen area. This is all going to be my kitchen area. So I want to do the cooking for blockheads, is it? Yeah, cooking for blockheads. I want to do this. And I also want to do the kitchenware. So I'm going to make all of these things up to go in the new kitchen. But there's no point having a new kitchen if I haven't got any food to cook in it. So I was trying to make beef Wellington, but I had no spinach, so I managed to get the right gardens and plant a load of them, break them, left some to spread, and kept carrying on until I managed to get spinach, started growing it, and now I have spinach. I think we also need white mushrooms, is it, for beef Wellington? Or any mushrooms. So yeah, obviously I can make the dough, I can grow the spinach now, and grow the mushrooms, and we've got plenty of meat. So yeah, I thought it was raw beef, yeah. So we should be all set for food soon. And what was I doing? Okay, so we need to make bookcases. It's funny, after a while you just remember recipes. I do have a bookshelf. What else? Ah, does it need a piston? Is that the other item? Let's have a look. No, there was something that I made recently that needed a piston, but I don't remember what. Oh, was it this? Name remover. This was an absolute nightmare to make, and it's something I don't even think I need. Yeah, I really don't understand what this does. I needed 3 lead ingots to make it though. And I needed 3 to make the 2 plates that I needed for the 2 wires for the machine hole. Yeah, here they are. 2 lead cables. And guess how many I had in my chest? 2 crushed ores, that is all I had. So I needed 1 more ingot, so I had to go all the way to the nether again. Search and search, luckily it didn't take too long, only about an hour. I say not too long, that's a long time in the nether. Yeah, I was just careful sort of mining through tunnels and stuff and not going too far from the iron columns. Eventually I found one. So let's put this charcoal in. It's still running. Let's have a look how long it's got left. Not long. This one's run out. I normally try and keep the same amount in each so I know when it's getting low. So it wouldn't have run out long ago. Yeah, at the moment it feels like I literally run around from place to place doing something with the base. Constantly making stuff, topping things up. It's like an endless process. Run out of blood dust, so. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to anyway. I'm going to carry on, do a few more quests. Yeah, so I'll carry on, I'll make up another forestry work table, set one up for all the wires, and set the other one up for motors, resistors, vacuum tubes and whatever else I need to make. You can also press the view mode to have a sneak peek at what's coming up. So obviously we've got circuits. Yeah, and that'd be the turbine and the end of the steam age. So I'm not far away from it, but I'm just working my way through slowly. I want to make sure I get the little side quest done, but also I want to make sure I don't forget all these other items, multi-block goals and everything else. So I'm going to keep working through them all, seeing where I'm at. Building better bases is what I want to get into. I do have this diamond saw already, I managed to make that. We could also make a rubber boat. Not sure that we can make any better armour yet. Step assistant, yeah, this is what I wanted to have a look at as well, the piston boots. I think they'd be quite handy for the glider. So I think I'm going to mass produce some pistons. That one we've already had a look at. Not sure there's much more. Yeah, I'm not ready to get into that yet. What's this? A steam tier multi, impossible. A larger version of the steam macerator, only works 8 at a time, but it is faster. Note that this multi requires very specific, what's this, I/O blocks on off, is that? Don't mess it up. Input output, I'm guessing. Okay, so steam grinder. This one sounds very interesting. I might have a look at this. Bronze plated bricks, I'm sure we can do that. What's this? Timbaga plates, never heard of these. It's a new ingot to me. Where do we get this? Gold and copper. Okay, so it's quite a long process here, mixing gold powder and copper powder to get Timbaga mixed dust, and then we can mix that to make the input bus. I'm guessing the output will be the same. Steam hatch, sort of bronze, and yeah, we can make those. So yeah, we should be able to do this. Just these Timbaga I haven't seen before, so but it looks like it's gold and copper, so we have that, we could do that. Might have a look into that as well. So I'll get the farm finished off, I'll sort out the work tables, maybe do a couple of the quests to progress a little bit more. I might do these 3 and see if I can finish this off, and then get onto that multi-block. So yeah, I've got a bit of work to do. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've got a lot of farming to do, which I know you're not going to want to watch that because that's going to take a really long time and be very, very boring. So yeah, we shall see you on the next episode. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like my channel and subscribe to see more. See you soon. Bye.